Hey guys, day 4, 100 Days of Woo. I'm going to be talking to you about affirmations today. I really enjoy the book from Louise Hay, Heal Your Body. This is, I think, like this 76th edition of her book. Used to be a lot bigger. I love the size of this one. I had to get this one in nutrition school, so this has been my go-to when I have any ailments. I'll, just sort of take a gander and see if there's anything in there that I need to know as to, why is my body acting up? And then I would utilize the affirmation in order to heal my body. um, so my favorite affirmation from Louise Hay is all is well. And typically I'll say that if I'm in traffic or, maybe I'm in a not so good situation, I will verbalize the all is well versus, and also think it. But I think when you verbalize all is well, the affirmation, um, you're activating your throat chakra, and it's just giving you a little bit more of a stronger approach to an affirmation because you're actually verbalizing it into your environment. So, just a tip, if you are going to say the affirmation, I would actually say it out loud. Some people use the mirror and they'll look at themselves in the eye, in the mirror. I find that a little creepy, so I just say it out loud. Anyways, there's this really great quote that I found in her book, and I'm just going to fully read it because I don't want to mess it up. So here we go. This book does not heal anyone. Boom. I love that. Sorry, side note. But it does awaken within you the ability to contribute to your own healing process. For us to become whole and healthy, we must balance the body, mind, and spirit. No doctor or health practitioner, right, can give us this unless we choose to take part in our own healing process, which is amazing. Like, I wish I had this manifesto when I was in clinic because I felt like I was more invested in some of my clients' health than they were. So when you're in the realm of healing, I think that you have to be in it to win it. You have to be all in. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. You just got to like get in there and just do the work. So Louise suggests that you take a blank piece of paper and you just write down all of your ailments that you've had for the last month, let's say. And so you'd write, let's go with digestion, right? So maybe it's like gas, bloating, colitis, IBS, whatever it is that you have, you write those down. And then from there, you would be able to look them up in the book, literally, like it's by ailment. And then you could write down the, what does she call it? She calls it the probable cause. And then you would write down the affirmation. So then you would have a list of affirmations that you can say to yourself for about a month. And then after the month, the idea is to release old belief systems, old patterns that you've created and that you've been carrying for your whole life, right? Hey, Melissa, thanks for joining. So that's what she suggests on how to use this book. I mean, you could use it any way you want, but that's sort of like a good starting point. I do want to talk about belief systems though. So if we are taught at a very young age that, the world is bad, or don't trust strangers, and those sort of things where it's like a little bit more of a negative belief system, we probably learn that from our parents, and then they probably learn that from their parents, and then, so on. So the other hand of that could be, maybe your parents were talking to you that, love is everywhere and people are friendly, and money comes to you easily. So, it could be one side of the fence versus the other, or it could be a combination of the two. But the idea is that when we start to say things out loud or believe things in our heads, that, life sucks and people are not good, then that starts to show up in our lives, right? Like we start to attract that kind of stuff. So if you want a joyous life, you have to speak from a joyous place and think from a joyous place as well, right? So what we send out mentally or verbally will basically come back to us in that same form, right? So that's kind of my bit on affirmations. I'm sure if you Google affirmations, you could come up with somebody else other than Louise Hay. I'm sure there's other people out there who have books and sites and that kind of stuff. But she's sort of my go-to. And I love the compactness of this book because sometimes it can be cumbersome when you've got these like big, let's say big ass books. The size of this is great. You can throw it in your purse or whatever, and just keep it handy. All right, guys, have a great evening. It's the end of the weekend. I'm sure you guys had a restful time. And tomorrow is day 5. We're going to talk about energy. All right. Hope you're having a good one, and keep warm. It's kind of cold here. All right, take care. Bye.